War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world. But war never changes. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Vault 101. For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened. It was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters, and no one ever leaves.
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl? It's a boy. A boy! We've got a son, Catherine. A beautiful, healthy baby boy.
Oh, James. We did it. A son. A beautiful son.
You've got a bright future ahead of you, son. I'm sure of it. Look at you. Look at you. Hi there. I'm your daddy, little guy. Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about... That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly. Looks like they've finished the gene projection. Let's see what you'll look like when you're all grown up. you're going to look a lot like your dad. See that, Catherine?
Oh, oh, very strapping.
It's a big world out there, son, full of all sorts of people. What about you? What kind of person are you going to be? You're just a...
James?
Catherine?
James.
Catherine! She's in cardiac arrest. Start compressions. Get the baby out of here. Move! Move! 1,000. 2, 1,000. Come on. Hang on, Catherine. Hang on. It's you and me now, okay? You and me.
We need a doctor, not a deadbeat.
This one's on the house.
Fail to meet my expectations
Now,
and there will be repercussions.
James and his cheery chatter.
Decorations.
May your future
straight
be
into
bright
the right
for
place.
you,
This place will feel nice. Just like home. It's just something you get used to down here. Come on over here, son. Come on. Walk to Daddy. There you go. My goodness, just a year old and already walking like a pro. Your mother would have been so proud. Listen, kiddo, I know you don't like it when Daddy leaves you alone, but I need you to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office. You'll be okay, pal. I'll be back in a bit. You are quite the little explorer, aren't you? Serves me right for trying to pen you in. Come on over here. I want to show you something. See that? It was your mother's favorite passage. It's from the Bible, Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. She always loved that. All right, come on. Let's go see if your little friend Amada wants to play.
These experiments are a waste of time.
The experiment to prepare. Prepare. Of course I miss her. I miss her.
Stanley, you turned the lights on too fast. You blinded the poor kid. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Can you believe it? He is growing up so fast.
Pal, I can't believe you're already 10. I'm so proud of you. If only your mother...
Congratulations, young man. I don't have to tell you how special this day is, do I? Down here in Vault 101, when you turn 10, well, you're ready to take on your first official Vault responsibilities. So here you are. As Overseer, I hereby present to you your very own Pip-Boy 3000. Get used to it. You'll be getting your first work assignment tomorrow.
Enjoy your party. You're only 10 once, so have fun.
Happy birthday! You're welcome. But really, your dad did most of it. I just help with the decorations and stuff. Hey, I bet you can't guess what I got you for your birthday. Go on, guess. Ha! I knew I'd surprise you. I found this in a box of my father's old things. Believe it or not. Imagine him reading comic books. Well, I better let you get back to mingling with your guests. We'll talk later, okay? Happy birthday.
Oh man, you got a Pip-Boy. I wish I was 10. Hey, I know that, but anyway, happy birthday and everything. I better get back to, you know.
What, are you two best friends now? Hey, Wally,
I hope you Don't presume too much on her friendship, young man. I'm still the overseer, and I'm still in charge of this vault.
think Paul's
Nice parties. Yeah, Paul. Why don't you introduce us to your new best friend?
Who do you mean?
Having a good time? It wasn't easy, Chico. Now go on. I'm sure everyone else would like a chance to talk to the birthday boy.
Hey, you having a nice time?
No.
Hey,
Allow me to wish
Nice
you a
party.
happy birthday.
didn't I tell you to stop?
This party's pretty good. Not as cool as my party, though. Oh, right.
Bothering us? Shut up, dork.
I think you made him cry, Butch.
How do you like that Pip-Boy, son? Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Happy birthday. Not much.
Little baby gonna cry.
Happy birthday.
I think you
My
made him
mom
cry, Butch.
Are you having a nice party? 10 years old. My. Goodness, listen to me, Such a nice, polite young man you are. Don't ever lose your gift to speaking your mind so directly. Here you go. A nice sweet roll that I baked for you just this morning.
Party.
Little
Don't
baby
expect
gonna
me to hang out with
cry.
you. I'm hungry, and that stupid robot destroyed the cake. Give me that sweet. Don't you talk about my mom, you little punk. You're gonna be sorry, you little.
Daddy, I told you
Should
not
have
to
just
act
given
all
me the
official.
sweet.
Butch, what do you think you're doing? Leave him alone.
What is that? One of the 3,000
You all right,
models?
son?
What
He
is
didn't hurt you, did he? I hope Butch didn't hurt you. Why, that little... You let me handle.
Thanks for coming, Stanley.
So,
I
All
know
right.
you were
think we
busy
should
with
call
the
her-
water purifier.
Can't.
Enjoying yourself?
Butch, your mother
Who
is
wants
going
to
hear
go
about
around
this
all
incident.
day being called a.
Got her all
Let
over
me
again
tell you, it
last
was
week.
my
All goods
fault.
down here.
I'm
I
not going
wasn't
to tolerate
worried.
Thanks.
You
I'll send him right down.
something, right?
Hey, that was Jonas on the intercom. Jonas is waiting for you downstairs on the reactor level. Go ahead. I don't think anyone will mind if you slip out for a few minutes.
Fine.
Enjoying yourself?
I'm
Big
glad you
deal.
make it.
Are we done?
Yeah.
For now, just remember, I'm keeping my eye on you.
How are you enjoying
Super
the
cool,
party,
right?
Mrs. Palmer?
Happy birthday, dearie. They sure. And now look at you, a great big grown-up 10-year-old. Since this was such a special occasion. Of course.
I helped
Jeez,
with the
Wally,
decorations.
who's the head of the
and
gang? You or me? No way.
Sounds like everybody's having a good time in there.
What are you doing down here, young man? I thought kids weren't allowed down on the reactor level. If you can wait just one more minute, I think your dad will want to give you the surprise.
Are you ready for your surprise? The Overseer gave you your Pip-Boy, and you're old enough to do some work, so I figure you're old enough for this. Your own BB gun. It's a little old, but Jonas found it down here. It was in pretty rough shape. Took us a good 3 months to find the parts to get it working again. You know how tough it is to find a spring that small? Good thing Butch misplaced that switchblade of his. So, what do you think? Want to give it a try? We sure can't, unless we want the Overseer beating down our door. Jonas and I have found a place, though. Come on. Well, what do you think? You can come down here and shoot anytime you want. You're welcome, Pep. Careful, it's a rad road. Think you can take care of that with your BB gun? Just aim and shoot. You'll be fine. Good work. That's one less rad roach to deal with. Let's get a picture together. Hey, Jonas, get a picture of me with the big game hunter.
Smile.
Boys and girls, different parts.
What is her problem anyway? So, I'm the Overseer's daughter, so what? Like, I get any kind of special treatment.
Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. As far as I can tell, you're a perfectly healthy 16-year-old boy. So yes, you have to go to class to take your GOAT exam. Go on now. You've got a GOAT to take. Hey, it's not my call. Those are the rules. You're 16 now, so this year you take the GOAT. Come on, it's not so bad. Take care, son.
Good. Hey, sport. It's been a while since you stopped in here to see us. It's the big goat day
Stay
today,
away. I
right?
don't want you to catch what I've got.
Get out of my way, you stupid tunnel snakes!
Tunnel snakes rule! I can show you.
Stupid tunnel snakes! Why can... Thanks. You've always been a good friend.
She think. Yeah? What do you want? Only the baddest gang in Vault 101? Like you don't know. We ruled this vault, and what we say goes. You'll stay out of our way if you know what's good for you. None of your business, kid. If you mess with... Maybe you're right. We can deal with her later. Come on, tunnel snakes. This little bitch isn't worth our time. Whatever you say, Butch. You're the boss.
Thanks for getting rid of them. Asshole. I don't know why they won't leave me alone. Just because my father's the overseer, I guess? Idiots.
Tunnel snakes rule.
Fine, let's go.
Well, you made it. I'm sure we'll start as soon as everyone's found a seat.
Nothing you're worried about?
I'd just like to keep an eye. Sounds good.
Let's go, people. The Overseer's patience is limited. Well, now that everyone has managed to find the classroom, we can finally get started.
Back
No
off.
talking, and keep your eyes to yourselves. Yes, I'm talking to you, Mr. Deloria.
Sure thing, Mr. Brotch.
Unless anyone else has an insightful comment, let's get started. Question 1. A frenzied vault scientist runs up to you and yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response? Question 2. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection in his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do you do? Question 3. You discover a young boy lost in the lower levels of the vault. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do? Question 4. Congratulations. You've made one of the Vault 101 baseball teams. Which position do you prefer? Question 5. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill another Vault resident. What do you do? Question 6. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed? Question 7. Oh no, you've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment? Question 8. A fellow Vault 101 resident is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it? Question 9. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking and... Question 10. Who is indisputably the most important person in Vault 101? He who shelters us from the harshness of the atomic wasteland, and to whom we owe everything we have, including our lives. Pencils down, people. That's it. The infamous goat. I'm sure most of you didn't find it so bad. Others, well, there are always openings in the maintenance department. Don't forget to hand in your test before you leave. You don't want to know what happens to people who fail the goat. You can have the rest of the day off to celebrate or to pray as the situation warrants.
Hey.
Looks like the diner's going to get a new fry cook. Yes, it's refreshing to see such, youthful enthusiasm. Good to know that the goat occasionally gets... Well, I'm glad things turned out so well for you. I hope your classmates find their results half as satisfying.
Did you know Vault tank water and life support systems can sustain a vault for over 900 years without failure?
I've got other things to do.
See you tomorrow.
Daddy's doctor ain't here to save you now, is he? So what are you gonna do now?
Look, it's...
Wake
you
up!
need to know.